Hey there everybody, it's Big Dave, and today the Hitman Season 1 Definitive Edition released. So I thought, with the possible influx of a bunch of new players who've never played Hitman before, I would do a little tips and tricks video to help people, some stuff I wish I had known when I first started playing Hitman, so hopefully this will help you out. The first thing I want to talk about is fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers are a very versatile and helpful weapon in Hitman for the following reasons. One good thing about fire extinguishers is that they're fairly prevalent throughout the game, and they are not suspicious, so you can basically walk around with them anywhere you want to, and no one will, raise their eyebrows at you or wonder what the heck you're doing carrying around a fire extinguisher. They're also great for setting up traps or accident kills, and the reason that's important is because if you kill somebody with an accident, it does not count against your silent assassin rating. So, let's say I wanted to get rid of these two guards. What I can do is come over here, drop this fire extinguisher where I know they're going to be, and now I just need to find a way to blow up that fire extinguisher, and it'll take out both of those guards without anybody knowing. Now, one way, of course, is to shoot it, but as you can see, everybody saw that coming. So a great way to set up a fire extinguisher trap is with your remote breaching charges right here. Now, you do want to be a little careful with the remote breaching charges because holding them out in the open is an illegal item. So if you're not wearing a bodyguard or security officer disguise, it will get people's attention. But let's say I wanted to leave a little trap right here behind these guys. What I'm going to do is keep the fire extinguisher in my hand. I'm going to go into my weapons wheel, circle around, highlight the remote breaching charge, and then press the button, whatever button it is for you. I'm on Xbox One, so it's the Y button that drops the remote breaching charge. Now, as you can see, what that did is it knocked the fire extinguisher out of my hand and dropped the remote breaching charge right next to it. Now, the remote breaching charge does not have a very wide blast radius, but this is close enough that it will activate the fire extinguisher and make it explode. Like this. So, of course, this lady saw me do that, but if I had walked over here and gotten behind here before I activated that remote breaching charge, that would have been an unnoticed kill. Oh, they're coming for me now. That would have been an unnoticed kill. It would have counted as an accident and would have not negatively impacted my silent assassin rating. Yeah, let's definitely get arrested. That's a great idea. And that leads me into the importance of accident kills. Now, if you're going for silent assassin or stealthy approach, accident kills are one of your best friends. And that's because any body found from an accident kill will not count against your silent assassin rating. Now, there's lots of different ways you can get accident kills: throwing people over edges, drowning them, poisoning them with lethal poison will also not count against your silent assassin rating, even though the bodies are found. So look for places you can get accident kills if you're going for a stealth silent assassin rating. So let's say, for example, this bicyclist is my target. Now, I just knocked him out, but I don't want to kill him with a gun because that might get noticed. So I'm going to drag him right over here to the edge of the cliff. It's going to give me a prompt to dump, eliminate. Press that. I'm going to knock him off the cliff. That's going to kill him and count as an accident kill. So even if, even though he only fell about 5 feet there, I don't think that would have been fatal, but on the off chance somebody sees that body, it's not going to count against my silent assassin rating. Now, lots of levels, including this one, which is Sapienza, have things like this: little motorcycles or cars parked on the road, things like that, and they can be sabotaged to leak oil, which can cause a fire, or you can just shoot them to blow them up. And those things will kill targets if you need them to. And they will count as accident kills, and you should be free and clear as long as nobody saw you shooting them, of course. Another easy accident, which you don't get on every level, but you definitely get on Sapienza, is just pushing people in the water. Now, even though he just fell about 3 feet into the water, he will instantly die. And again, as long as nobody saw you doing that, you're free and clear. Another accident opportunity that you can find in several different levels is being able to shoot things and make them fall from the ceiling to land on your target. Now, you have to be careful doing this sometimes because they're often chandeliers like this and have a wide area of effect, so people standing next to your target may also get killed. But as long as you're okay with that, all you have to do is shoot it and they'll drop down just like that. Oh, see, they didn't like that I did that, so I'm dead now. So the next thing I want to talk about is playing fetch with the NPCs. Now, distracting people to get them out of your way is one of the main things you can do in Hitman to help level play easier for you. Let's say, for example, I didn't have this disguise, and this guy was in my way, and I needed to get by him. I could sneak by him. I could sneak by this guy fairly easily. He's not really paying that close attention to what's happening. But if I needed to lead him to a certain location, I can do that a couple of different ways. The first way is with a coin trail. Now, what I can do is place coins in a trail like so, and he will see them one at a time and follow them to a location of my choosing. So he walked over here and noticed this coin, and he's going to pick it up. Now he's going to turn around and notice that coin, and he's going to pick it up. Then he's going to turn and look over there and notice the other coin I placed. And that's an easy method to get people to walk to a specific location. Now, it also relies on you having a lot of coins in your inventory. So maybe you don't have any coins. Maybe you only have one coin or one item to toss. There is a trick called the fetch trick, which is not always super reliable, but if you get good at it, can work. And it's a manipulation of the NPC AI in kind of a weird way. So what I've got here is the ICA explosive phone, which is something you unlock later on in the game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk over to this guy, I'm going to bump into him, and then I'm going to drop my phone, pick it right back up, and then throw it way over there. And what he's going to do is walk way over there, even though he saw me pick up that phone. Now I can run over here and pick it up again, so I can bump him again, drop it again, pick it right back up, then toss it down the hallway. And as long as I've done that fast enough, he's going to walk right down the hallway where I tossed it. Now this is not normal behavior for the AI to do. This is kind of a glitch. You're definitely manipulating the AI in ways that's not intended to be used. But it's a very, very handy way to get people out of your way and to a specific location if you need them. Let's say he was my target and I needed to isolate him from the other cooks that are in the kitchen over here. I could use that trick to get him down here to this point in the hallway and kill him, and nobody would see it happen. So it's a very handy trick to manipulating your NPCs. Another good way to get people moving around the map is with illegal items like guns or explosives. So what I can do is equip my gun and drop it just on the floor right here. Now, if an NPC sees this, they're going to go get a guard to come and take care of that. So it's going to remove an NPC from the area as well as bring a guard to an area that doesn't have a guard in it. That could be useful if, for example, I need to get a guard's disguise. Okay, so the NPC there just noticed that I dropped a gun on the floor. He's going to break out of his cycle and go find the nearest guard. Now, it always works on the nearest guard, so that's another thing that's important when planning this trick. So he's going to walk over here in his underwear. He doesn't care. He has no shame. And he's going to get this guard to come take a look at it. So let's say, for example, if I had a target in that room and I needed to get the NPC out of there so that I could take care of my target, that would have gotten rid of him. Now, it is important to remember that eventually he's going to come back, and he's going to come back with a guard. So keep that in mind when using this particular trick to get people moving around. Also, that was the only gun I had. So that's another thing. This guard is going to take this gun, and if I want to get it back, I'm either going to have to take out the guard and take it off his body, or follow him to the secure location wherever they keep guns on this map, and then take it from that location, which for him, he's taking it over here to the security booth. We're in the basement on Paris. And so I would have to sneak into the security booth and get my gun back if I wanted it. Another way to get people into a specific location and may want them is with gunshots. Now, within a limited area, NPCs can hear gunshots when they impact with the floor or the wall or something else. So let's say I wanted to get this NPC right here over here. I might shoot the floor right here. Now that's going to cause him to turn around and come over and take a look at where that gunshot came from. Of course, once he doesn't find anything, he's just going to turn back around and go somewhere else. Now this works with most NPCs. You just shoot somewhere. As long as they hear it, they'll come over and try to investigate the bullet impact and see what's going on. It's not always the best method for getting people to move around, but it is handy to know about. Another technique that's useful is the leg shot. This gives you an opportunity to knock out enemies that you may be having trouble knocking out or that you don't want to kill. It's especially useful in, for example, like this situation where we have 3 people standing right next to each other. And maybe I need to knock out all 3 of them, but I know if I go in and do hand-to-hand one at a time, it's going to take too long. So what I'm going to do is equip my gun and then shoot them in the legs. This is going to cause them to fall over and then give me a chance to run up to them and knock them out. And for some reason, they won't see this happen. I guess they're too preoccupied after being shot in the leg.
Oh. Jesus.
Just get in there nice and quick, knock them both out, and we're good to go. It's not always the best method for getting rid of NPCs or knocking out NPCs, but it is useful in certain situations, especially when you have multiple people standing next to each other. Another quick thing I want to mention is the elusive targets. As we can see right here, we've got an upcoming elusive target, the chef on Paris. That target is going to arrive this Friday. And an elusive target is a special contract that's only available for a limited time, and you can only attempt once. So when you go in, you cannot restart after you've killed your target. Now the important part of that sentence is after you've killed your target. If you make any mistakes prior to killing your target, you can restart the level unless you die. That is the most important thing about the elusive targets. Do not die in trying to kill the elusive target, or you will not be able to try again. Now there is a little trick you can do to restart an elusive target after you've killed the target, but before you finish the level. Let's say you're going for a silent assassin, you killed your target, but on the way out you get spotted. You get into combat, you've already killed your target, so you can't restart the level. What you can do, go into your pause screen, stop everything from happening, and then disconnect your internet. If you're on Xbox, you can just turn off the internet, or PS4 or your computer, same way. Just turn off your internet, it'll disconnect you from the HITMAN servers. Then you go back to the main menu of the game, reconnect your internet, and it'll allow you to try the elusive target again. This is very important to remember. It is a glitch. It's not really supposed to do it that way, but it'll give you a good opportunity to retry it if you made a mistake after killing your target, or in the process of killing the target if you made a mistake. Still, don't die. That's the most important thing on an elusive target. Do not let yourself get killed, because then you're kind of screwed. The last thing I want to do in this video is something that I hope will be very helpful. It would have been very helpful for me when I first started, and I'm going to show you how to disable the security cameras in every level of the game. Now, it's often not very hard to do, but the place where you go to disable the cameras can sometimes be tricky to find. So let's start at the very beginning. On the Paris level, so from the main entrance, you just walk in the door and then take a left at the staircase. You're going to be looking to the right to this door right here. Once you go in here, you are in a trespassing area, but this will take you downstairs into the staff locker room and security area down here. We're going to let this guy walk past and then come over here to the left. Now there's 2 doors here, and inside here is the security room. So there are a couple guys in here that you have to watch out for, but that right there Well, he saw me. He wants to know what I'm doing down here, justifiably so.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Now, of course, one way to disable the cameras is to just kill all the guards around it. And then just walk right up to it. It'll give you a prompt to destroy the evidence, and it'll let you type on a keyboard, which somehow, for some reason, makes sparks shoot out of it, and that will disable all the cameras for the entire level. So even though there are multiple places where you can disable the cameras, you only have to disable them at one location for all the cameras in the entire level to be out, and that's something important to note. Of course, that method's not very stealthy, so a much easier and stealthier way to take out the cameras is to shoot them. Now, I've started down here in the kitchen, and I can just see through this open door. It's kind of hard to spot, but if you go into your Hitman mode here, you can see that little glowing box there right above my head. That's the security cameras. So from this safe position, I can aim in there, shoot them. You see that spark, and it'll pop up on the screen at the very top and let you know that you have deleted the security cameras. Now, that dude did walk over there because he heard the bullet, but nobody saw me shoot, so we are free and clear, and that's a completely stealthy way to take care of the cameras. Now, the Sapienza level is actually unique in that it has 4 different places where you can disable the cameras, and that is a lot. And remember, disabling the cameras at any one of these locations will disable cameras for the entire level. So let's find out where they are. So now from the starting location, I just turned around and I'm walking back this way over here to this tower. The camera computer is at the top of this tower, so we just need to get up here. Now this door is actually locked, and I could unlock it with my lockpick if I wanted to, but if I don't have a lockpick, all I have to do is wait here for a minute, and one of the employees in the cafe upstairs will actually come down here, walk out this door for a cigarette break, and I can walk in right behind him, and he'll never see it happen. Now, it is a trespassing area inside there, but even though you walk right past him, he somehow does not notice it. Alright, so he's coming out here for a little break. I'm just going to walk in right behind him, and he's an idiot, so it's no problem. I'm just going to run upstairs, and on the way up, I am going to get recorded by a security camera, but that's okay because we're going up to take care of the security cameras anyway. So once I get up here, there's a couple ways I can get into this room. This is a security room right here, and I can unlock it with my lockpick if I have a lockpick, or a crowbar I can break in. But if I don't have a way to break in or unlock the door, I can come around here and jump through the window. There's nobody in here on this version of the map, so you can just walk right up to here and destroy it by hand, or you can shoot it if you want to. If you're in a hurry and don't have time to even jump through a window, you can just shoot it straight through the window. Use your Hitman mode to see. You can see the highlighted box right through the glass, and shooting it will take care of it. The second camera location is down in the basement of the church by the docks. So from the starting point, I'm just going to come out here to the main road and then take a right and follow this road all the way down to the docks. So once we get down here to the ocean, we can look here and see the church. We're just going to head off to the left side of the church and down to this area right here. You will see against this wall is an old door that is locked. Now I brought my lockpick so I can unlock it. I do recommend bringing a lockpick into Sapienza. It's very useful. You could also use remote breaching charges or a crowbar to get through that door. But once you get in here, we're going to take a left, walk through this door, take an immediate right, unlock another door, and this is the priest security room in the basement of the church. In here you can get a priest disguise if you need one, and you can also delete the camera evidence. Now the next camera location is actually in the mansion. The easiest way to get to it is to unlock the starting location as a guard. What I'm going to do is stop blending in, then crouch, because this guy over here can see through my disguise. I'm just going to crouch walk back past him to this window right here. And the cameras are right there. They're real easy to get from this starting location. So So the last camera disabling location in Sapienza is down here in the laboratory area, which is underneath the mansion. What you want to do is come over to this little unit over here and run around to the back of it. There's a door back here you can get in, and there's a security computer right here where you can disable the evidence. And it is behind this kind of wall of servers here, so no one should see you do this. Once you're down here, it's fairly simple to disable the cameras. Now for Marrakesh, for the most part, you don't really have much in the way of cameras to worry about, except in the consulate section of the level. So from the very beginning, we're going to run over to the consulate. Now once we get to the consulate, we can muscle our way through these crowds, and the easiest way to sneak in is on the left side. Once we come over here, we can just run behind this truck and then vault over the wall. Inside here, we do need to watch out because there are a couple patrolling guards, and this is a trespassing area, but they're fairly easy to avoid. Now, since the entire consulate is a trespassing area, I do actually recommend finding yourself a disguise to get in there, because it'll make it much easier once you're inside. So the place where you disable the cameras is actually on the first floor in the back. We're going to run all the way around to the back. Now there are a couple enforcers in here you can see through your disguise, like this guy I almost ran right in front of, so we don't want to go that way. But we're going to come around here all the way to the back, and we'll find this security station in here. Now there's almost always a guard sitting in here patrolling back and forth. He'll either be sitting right next to the cameras, or he'll be over here in this server room checking out stuff.
Fine, considering.
But you can either knock him out, or kill him, or do whatever you want. But there's your security cameras right there. Oh, what happened? Who knows? Gosh, it's a mystery. Now, the camera and security room in Bangkok is particularly annoying because it's in a room with no windows, so you can't shoot into it. There's guards inside and outside of it everywhere. It's in a trespassing area, and it's in a room where you need a key card to get in, so it's kind of annoying. So from the beginning of the game, when you run straight into the main entrance of the hotel, the security room where you disable the cameras is actually going to be on your left. And as you can see, if you look over here, to go left, there's 2 security guards here. There's also 2 security guards here. So no matter what way you go, you got to get past some security guards. So the method I'm going to show you to do this does take a little while, but it is a relatively safe method for doing this. For newer and inexperienced players. So what I'm going to do is actually go up to the front desk and get the key card for my room, because I have a room here up on the 2nd floor. All you have to do is walk up to this guy, press Y to talk to him, and he will give you the key card to your room. So I'm going to pick up the key card to my room, then take a right and head up the stairs here. I'm going to take a left, run through this little 2nd floor restaurant area, then head up these stairs, and it's going to put me out on right in front of my room, which is this room right here. Now using my key card, I can get into this room. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right over here to the telephone and make a call. He's going to pick up the phone and call some staff members to the room to either take care of the bed or take care of the bathroom or something. This is going to bring 2 staff members to the room, one of which you can knock unconscious and steal his disguise. So here they are, they come in, and he's going to go to either my bedroom or my bathroom. Okay, he's going to the bedroom this time. So we're just going to follow him in here, walk in behind him, shut the door, and then knock him out. So So we're going to take his disguise, and then I'm just going to drag his body back here into the corner, just to make sure the other person doesn't spot it when I open the door. Also, it's very weird that she's not suspicious that a completely different person came out of that room in this outfit, but whatever. So once I have this disguise, I'm going to run back down to the second floor, turn around and run across this little walkway area over to this place where the guards are. Now, as you can see, there's the manager of the hotel, and she can see through my disguise, so we just need to watch out for her, and we need to wait for her to leave. Now, instead of waiting for her to leave, if you don't feel like doing that, we could run over to this door, walk past these guards, and come in through this area that's under renovation over here. We're going to run straight across it, come over here to this stairway, go back up here, and then run up to the second floor. Now, this here, finally, is the security room. Now, of course, as I mentioned before, it's guarded by a key card, and we don't have a key card. So what I'm going to do is run across here, hang a left, and then walk into this area where there are other staff members cleaning up this room. Now, there's a key card in this room, but there's also a couple people in here who can see through my disguise, so just have to be a little careful when I'm getting this key card. So once you get around the people in this room that can see through your disguise, you'll see over here on the table is actually a key card. We can pick that up. This will allow us to get into the security room. Now, once I have that key card, I want to come over here to the left-sided security room. That's the doorway here right next to the stairs. Now, even though I have a key card, opening this door is still going to be an illegal action because I'm not supposed to be in this room. So I need to be careful that nobody's looking at me. And right now, everybody's looking at me when I do this. Alright, so once I've got this room unlocked, what I want to do is crouch walk into here and then shut the door behind me so nobody can see me in here. So what I'm going to do here is grab one of these handy soda cans off this desk and then toss it over here at the far door to create a distraction and make them all look in that direction. Then I'm going to sneak behind them all the way to the other side of the room. Oh, that guy kind of spotted me there. Okay, good. We're good. And this will give me an opportunity to take out the cameras. Okay. And then, of course, I just have to sneak back out of the room. Oh, this guy saw me. Who? Okay. So, you probably don't want to do that. Be stealthier than I was. As you can see, after I took out the cameras, this guy spotted me, and so I had to kill everybody. But you get the idea. On to the next. Alright, now the Colorado level is unique in that the entire place is basically a trespassing area, and every NPC on the map is an enemy, and they all want to kill you. So, they all have guns and can do it very easily. So, sneaking and getting disguises is pretty much the best thing you can do in this level. So, right from the beginning, we're going to jump through this window over here and crouch run over to this generator. We're going to press Y to turn it off and then hide behind this little board here. Now, one of the guys is going to walk over here and turn it back on. We need to wait until after he turns it back on and then choke him out and take his disguise. We wait until after he's already turned it back on, because if we try to subdue him before he's turned the generator back on, then the second guard will come over to investigate why he hasn't turned it back on yet, and will catch us in the act of subduing him. So we're just going to drag him back here, dump him in the box, take his disguise, then run straight up through the map towards the house on the opposite end. As we approach the house, we're going to see these big tractor trailers parked next to each other. What we're going to do is walk up to this first one and jump up inside. There's a disguise we need that's right here on this box. We just need to wait until that guy's not looking and that guy's not paying attention either, then disguise ourselves real quick. Alright, this disguise is going to allow us to walk into the house area freely. Now what we want to do is run up to the front door of the house, go inside, take an immediate left, go through this door into this server room, and we will see in the next room over, there's the camera computer right there. Now it's usually next to a guard who's often talking with a hacker, so what we're going to need to do here is just kind of wait for them to finish their conversation so that hacker will walk away. Conversely, we can throw a coin or another item on the other side of them to distract them and make them look in that direction. So once that hacker's gone and they finish their conversation, just wait for everybody to kind of clear out there. The guard will never leave, but he will turn and face away from you, and that will give you an opportunity here to take out the cameras. Now you do want to get out of there because he's going to turn around and he will be able to see through your disguise, so you want to get out of there pretty quickly. Now, another way to get to that security room and disable those cameras is actually to go up the left side of the house. And this is something you can do if, for example, you don't have the Militia Elite disguise, which allows you to walk onto the property. You can actually sneak through the fence over here, wait for a good time when nobody's looking at you, and then make your way to that window right there. And that's where the cameras are. So if we sneak in here and then hop in the window, we can take out the security cameras this way. But he's not going to like it. So the last level in Season 1 of Hitman is the Hokkaido level. The place where you get the cameras is down in the morgue, and it's kind of tricky to get to from the starting location. You can get there, you can sneak there, but it's going to take a lot of effort on your part. The best place to start to take care of the cameras is actually the ninja starting location. Now, I don't know if you get that right off the bat or if you have to unlock it. I honestly can't remember, but I do know if you have to unlock it, it unlocks fairly early on. So it's not difficult at all to get the ninja starting location if you don't already have it as soon as you start. So we're going to go in as the ninja. Alright, so from the ninja starting location overlooking the level, we're just going to hang right, because it's the only way you can go, and run down the ledge here. Now once we get to the bottom here, we're going to be at the helipad, and there are some guards and a couple NPCs wandering around, so we just need to make sure that they don't see us. From here on, we want to crouch run. We want to make sure that this guy over here stops looking around like that and then starts smoking. We're going to get past him and hop off this little ledge, then go around down the stairs underneath the helipad and make our way across here into the employee area. Now, even though there's a guard here, as long as you run against this wall, he won't see you because he's a really, really bad guard. Then you can just slowly sneak behind him and through this door. He's just the worst guard. Once we get inside here, we're going to hang a left and go into this area. Once you get into this area with the red lights, you know you're in the morgue. So we're going to head up here and go to this door. We see these two guys in here. As long as they're facing away from you, you can go past them, hang through the door on the left, turn right past the ovens, and then we're going to crouch walk behind these two guys, and they shouldn't see you as long as their heads aren't turning. And straight ahead of us here is the security room. So we're going to go in here, and as you can see, there's the computer right there. We can destroy the evidence or shoot it to take care of it. A quicker and even stealthier way of doing this is that once you get into the morgue, just hang out back here, right behind this corner where those guys can't see you. And if you turn on your Hitman vision here, you can barely make out the computer through a window with blinds right there in the middle. So use that as a guide, aim your pistol right over there, and take the shot. And with your silenced pistol, you can shoot it from that distance. You will see the evidence has been deleted, and you can continue on, not worrying at all about those cameras. You can come into the cameras from the opposite side if you go through the hot springs. Now, once you get past the hot springs, this will be a trespassing area, so you'll need a disguise or be really stealthy. But if you walk through the hot springs, you can get down to this little ramp on the back side. Come around here, and you will see this loading dock area with a guard and a chef. I'm sorry, not a chef, a morgue doctor. And you can come through this door right here. Now, if you don't have the right disguise, you're going to be able to hack it with a disposable scrambler. Oh, this guy doesn't like me. But, you know what? Let's just get you out of the way.
Are you out of your mind? Seriously, why would you be doing
And
that?
you too. So, if you come in through this way, you can just go straight up this hallway, and this will lead you into the control room and morgue from the back way. So right here is the way we came in before, and this is the back way, and there's the evidence computer right there. So you can take care of it. Simple as that. Also, if you're trying to be stealthy, don't knock out a whole bunch of people on the way here. That was not the right thing to do. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. Just some basic stuff for new people coming into the game now that the Definitive Edition just released. I hope this helped you out a little bit. If it did, be sure to like and subscribe here. I am Big Dave, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.